Hi.
Hello, Michael driving.
So there's no school today, but you guys might be in conferences. That's where I am at the help desk outside the MAC in the atrium. And I'm going to take you through Library Picker this week anyway. Let's see if I can pull this video up. And this is me pretty much breaking into the library to film this because everything's closed today. And this is me eating my lunch. Hey, Miss Johnson, how's it going? Got Miss Johnson here. We got squash courts being built behind us.
Sweet. Are you Skyping?
We're doing the Library Picker. We're going to the biography section right now, and we're going to take a look at a book called Charles and Emma, The Darwin's Leap of Faith.
Oh, cool.
This is the story of Charles Darwin told through letters and other documents like diaries and notebooks between him and his wife Emma. It's supposed to be really great, got a lot of really great reviews. And there are a lot of good stories in this biography section, so don't be afraid to come over here near the reference section and see what we've got. Everything is turned off. There's no one here at all, but there's a lot of people in the MAC atrium right now. All right, so this is me walking over to the grab-and-go shelf, where we'll find a book called The Book of Dead Days by Marcus Sedgwick. Okay, let's look at the title peek for this one. Just going to type in Dead Days. There it is. I'll click on title peek. This book is set in a dirty 18th century European city, and it's about an orphan who becomes an apprentice to a magician who has made a deal with some kind of deal with evil, and this is where the apprentice gets involved in his master's good versus evil quest during the days between Christmas and New Year's Eve, which is what they're calling the Dead Days. So this is a great book for that period between Christmas and New Year's when it's cold and dark. It's also a great choice during Halloween. And we've got a lot of our kind of creepier, spooky books on the grab-and-go shelf on top of the shelf for you to look through when you have time. Hey, Ms. Higgins, you're just making a library video? I'm not talking to myself.
Nothing on Twitter?
Maybe. Here's the historical fiction section. We're going to look for another one here that's an old book, but a great story. EMIL KARL. And we talk about old books. Most of these books were published that we feature in this Library Picker in the last 10 or 20 years. This one was published in Yiddish in 1940, and it's the story of two friends in pre-World War II Germany, one Jewish and one not, and they're working through prejudice and discrimination in Hitler's Nazi Germany before the World War started. This is a great choice. It was just recently translated into English, so give this one a shot. It's on our historical fiction shelf.
Cold and rainy outside.
Video's skipping a little bit here, but let's move over to our sci-fi and fantasy section. A lot of great new books here. And last week we looked at a book called Mortal Engines by Philip Reeve. Here's another one by him. Here Lies Arthur. So this one is the retelling of Arthurian legend through the eyes of a young girl in Camelot, except King Arthur isn't so much a king, he's more of a brutal, violent tyrant, and this is her experiences in Camelot during that time. Let's move along and see if we can find something else. The cookies at conferences were pretty good, if you got a chance to have them.
Get that sugar rush. Where you going?
So here we are at our shelf that used to have some sports items during our homecoming week. Now I've turned it into kind of a Halloween shelf, and we've pulled a lot of titles from our short stories and our suspense collections and put them here for you to look through. Here's a great one that you might want to take a look at. Closed for the Season by Mary Downing Hahn. All right, so yes, we've changed locations. Conferences are over. We're in the faculty lounge downstairs near the cafeteria. Mary Downing Hahn is well known for great murder mysteries. She's written a lot of books, and this is one of her more recent ones. Closed for the Season is a great mystery where two teens are trying to solve this murder, and part of the setting is an abandoned amusement park. So this is a great read for the kind of spooky Halloween season. We've also pulled a lot of titles from our short story shelf, the scary ones, the creepy ones, the dark ones, and here is kind of the benchmark of scary short stories. Scary stories to tell in the dark. There are 3 of these. A lot of you have probably read them, and they were written a while ago, but they are great scary stories. They are based on real American folklore that's been passed down from generation to generation, and this is a great place to start if you've never read short stories before. So that's it for this episode of Library Picker. Remember, take some time to browse around the library and the different genres to find some books that might not be brand new, but are really great stories. So, this is me leaving. Have a great long weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.